Balancing code with the company's bottom line. How successful CTOs master both. Balancing code with the company's bottom line? I'm not even sure my CTO understands either one. You're not the only one feeling that frustration. You've probably got a developer who's brilliant at code but falls short when it comes to the bigger picture. Or maybe on the flip side, you've got someone with a head for business but lacks the technical chops to keep your tech stack moving forward. Either way, the gap between the code and the bottom line is costing your company, and it's a problem too many businesses face. The truth is, most CTOs out there are either too in the weeds or too far removed from the tech they're meant to be steering. Striking that balance, it's a rare skill, and yet it's what separates companies that thrive from those that plateau. You don't just need someone who can sling code, you need someone who can use that code to drive revenue, reduce costs, and scale your company to new heights. Take it from me, I'm Derek Jones. I've been working in tech for over 50 years, and I've seen this same problem again and again. I made my first million in my 20s by designing software for the heavy construction market. Back then, projects like the Fresno Dam and the John Wayne Airport were built using systems I helped develop. But guess what? It wasn't my technical prowess alone that made those projects a success. It was my ability to understand the business needs behind them and use technology to solve real, expensive problems. The key to becoming a real successful CTO isn't just in mastering technology, it's in understanding how that technology directly impacts your company's bottom line. I've worked with global companies like Microsoft, Apple, and Dell Technologies. I've led teams across 55 countries managing engineering and marketing for a $3.1 billion MIT spinout, and I built over a dozen companies myself. What I learned along the way is this: if you're not leveraging your tech for business outcomes, you're wasting time and money. Here's the emotional side of it. You've probably seen it yourself, the frustration of pouring thousands, maybe millions, into your technology department, only to find out 6 months down the line that it didn't move the needle one bit. Your revenue didn't grow, your cost didn't shrink, and your customers, well, they're still waiting on that new feature you promised. I've been there. I've seen brilliant coders who can write perfect algorithms, but they couldn't tell you how that work impacts sales or the customer experience. And I've seen business savvy execs who can craft a killer financial report, but couldn't explain why their development team is stuck in the mud. That misalignment is deadly, and that's the exact reason why companies fail to scale when they should be taking off. But it doesn't have to be this way. A great CTO knows how to marry code with cash flow and how to take your tech investment and turn it into ROI that's measurable and sustainable. For instance, when I led the development of the world's first fully autonomous robotic machine control system, I didn't just stop at the tech. I made sure it delivered real value by saving companies millions in labor costs, improving safety, and boosting efficiency. That's the kind of tech leadership that moves the needle, and the kind of leadership every company needs in its CTO. I've seen firsthand how a strong business-minded CTO can transform a company's future. When I worked as the global CTO for an international PR firm, managing brands across 55 countries, it wasn't the code that kept the ship running smoothly. It was making sure that every piece of technology aligned with our business goals. That's the secret sauce to success, and it's what separates a good CTO from a great one. So where does that leave you? If your company is struggling with a classic technical genius but business blind CTO, or if you can't find someone who truly balances both sides of the equation, it's time to rethink your approach. You don't need a rock star developer. You need someone who knows how to drive business outcomes with technology as the engine. If that sounds like what you've been searching for, we should talk. I'm offering a free audit call where we'll dig into your company's tech stack, your business objectives, and figure out how to align the two in a way that maximizes your growth. Visit the website below and let's make sure your tech investment is paying off, not just in lines of code, but in dollars and cents. At the end of the day, your company's success isn't about great technology. It's about knowing how to make that technology work for your company's bottom line. Let's figure that out together. Get your free audit at igloodigitalmarketing.com.